ain't no way.
Ain't no way, ain't no way. It ain't no way. It ain't no way. It ain't no way. It ain't no way.
What makes Dynamotitan bad? There's a lot of reasons why Dyna sucks, and I'm right here to tell you. This image perfectly encapsulates the mediocrity of Dyna. First, let's talk about its prey options. Dyna's prey options are Sarco, Anthe, Spinos, Iggies, Daces, Karkars, and Gigas. I forgot to mention that Dyna's a cannibal. For hunting Sarcos, Dyna is only viable if it catches a Sarco off on deep land or when it's unaware, while Sarco could easily just swim away and then the Dyna can't catch it. For hunting Anthes, it's the exact same thing with Sarco. It can only catch Anthe on deep land, but yet again, Anthe can just outswim Dyna. For hunting Spinos, same thing as Anthe and Sarco. Moving on. Well, surely there's a prey option that's slower than Dyna on land. Oh. Wait. There isn't. The only viable prey option Dyna has is itself. The option of being able to canny is high risk but high reward. Finding something relative to you is always risky. Let's talk about how mid Dyna's M1 is. Doing only up to 800 damage max to an adult Karkar and not being a guaranteed fracture. This attack isn't worth the trade if you're against any large apex, making you solely having to rely on M2. Now on to Dyna's second attack. This attack is decent and inflicts a good amount of bleed onto your opponent. A lot of people complain that Dyna does an insane amount of bleed, but does it really? Since the Karkar lived at 900 HP, it takes 8 M2s to bleed it out. Keep in mind, this Karkar is 4% to older, so it's basically a fresh adult. Well, let's see how many M2s it takes for Karkar to bleed out a Dyna. Since the Karkar got me down to 1100 HP, I would have bled out in 7 M2s. Keep in mind that I'm a 91% monster Dyna, and in a realistic fight, a Karkar would be healing the bleed quickly while the Dyna suffers the long bleed duration Karkar has, making it easier for Karkar to bleed stack Dyna. Now, let's talk about Dyna's background. This Playable was supposed to be a terrestrial Spinosaurid, but ever since this thing got released, it's been always having to rely on water as an escape route. Dynamotitan's competition in the past were Rex and Deinosuchus, both absolutely shredding it, and both Elder Rex and Dinosuchus were able to nearly two-shot a Dyna, and even in pairs, a competent Elder Rex and Dinosuchus could easily fold a Dyna and avoid bleed stack. And now that it's in Arky, it still has the same issue it did in Lowlands. It suffers from being completely unviable and badly loses to both of its competitors, Karkar and Giga, due to them being faster, having better bleed, can pack up to 4, and just has better damage overall. Dino also has 10 less stamina than Karkar and Giga, making it having to rely on water if it gets run down by a Giga or a Karkar. Dynamo also got its ability removed recently, that being Stamina Steal. It was nerfed heavily before it got removed, but now it just has 0 unique abilities. For the future of Dynamotitan, Dyna is most likely getting nerfed against Giga and Karkar by a little from the recent balance change leaks, and will also get a bleed duration buff, but in cost, it's getting a bleed damage nerf, which I personally like. It's also getting a cooldown nerf, making its M2 go from 2 seconds to a 3.5 second long cooldown. It's also becoming more aquatic-like due to getting a swim speed buff and an additional 30 oxygen from its current oxygen, which kinda defeats the whole purpose of a land-based terrestrial Spinosaurid, but yeah. Alright, now we're on what I would suggest for the future of Dyna. Dyna doesn't follow the HP to weight ratio, making it have less HP than it should have. I also think Dyna needs a damage buff on its M1. Not a major buff, but a buff that will make it usable in fights. And just make Dyna 50-50 with adult apexes, please. And yeah, bleed in general needs a massive nerf.